Alright, so you guys get glasses Kaylee today because apparently eye strain is a thing that hurts. But yeah, so I apologize for any glare that might be happening, but this feels a lot better than not having them on. So yeah, here we go. Hey book lovers, welcome back to the Enchanted Library. My name is Kaylee, and as you can probably see from the title of this video, I'm going to be doing some bookish quizzes. I always go online and I find these quizzes. They pop up either on my Facebook feed or on Twitter or what have you, and you gotta do them when you're bored with nothing else to do. It's really fun. Like, sometimes I desperately need to know what type of cheese I am. Like, I'm not alone in that, am I? Hopefully not. But one site that has so many bookish style quizzes, like very BuzzFeed-esque, is on Book Riot. Now, you might know them if you follow social media and things like that in the bookish sphere, and they do a whole bunch of things. They've got their blog, they've got their podcast, they've got so many different things on so many different platforms, and they have an abundance of bookish quizzes. So I thought today I might do a couple and see what the outcome is. And I will leave a link to the quizzes that I do in the description down below. But I guess I'm just going to pull everything up on my tablet and let's do this. So I am in the quizzes archive right now, and the very first one is very appropriate, I think, for right now, because it's what Avenger describes your reading style. So, I mean, let's be on trend and see what's going on with the Avengers and their bookish reads. So there are 10 questions from the looks of it to figure out which of the Avengers reading style you have. And the first question is, what was your favorite school subject? The options are science, math, gym, drama, speech, or civics. I gotta say drama, because English isn't on there. How do you feel about repurposing books? Books are tools they should... What do they mean by repurposing, actually? Books are tools they should be used. Books are sacred and should be protected. You mean like for crafts? I love crafts. That's basically just newfangled book burning. Ooh, okay, let's see here. I don't like cutting up books for crafts. I don't think that's appropriate. You know what? I'm going to say books are sacred and they should be protected because that's truly what I believe. What's your favorite literary genre? Okay, so they've got a lot of options here. We've got comics, Russian lit, which is very specific, which I feel like is sort of Scarlet Witchy, sci-fi, pop psychology, flash fiction. Wait, this isn't DC. Coming of age, epic fantasy, and biographies. I like a lot of these. You know what? Let's just go epic fantasy because that's how I feel right now. Next is, where do you get your reading done? All over, on the subway, walking around the park, waiting in line. I'm good at snatching moments here and there. I have a special reading nook and chair. It's quite comfortable. Cafes and coffee shops. The bathroom. In my bed before falling asleep. On my porch or in the backyard. I read a lot at work. You know what? It's kind of all over, but I'm going to go with my favorite reading spot, which is a special reading nook and chair because it's quite comfortable. Question number 5 is, where do you buy books? Half price, I want to support my local indie, but I usually don't have the cash. Amazon.com, baby. Is this an ad? Does torrenting count? No, don't you dare torrent books. That's awful. Kobo has really nice ebooks. I only shop at my local independent or Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is the equivalent to Chapters here in Canada, but Chapters is better. So I guess Barnes & Noble. Next question is, what format do you read in? I only read on my Kindle. I like buying hardcovers. That's pretty much me. Paperbacks, whatever I can find at used bookstores, garage sales. I'm not picky. Audiobooks, haven't really tried one yet. Some books I like hard copies of, otherwise I don't mind ebooks and audiobooks. Whatever people give me. I like buying hardcovers. I love a hardcover. Question number 7 is, pick a literary hero. This is hard. They have so many good ones. Okay, Atticus Finch, Frodo, Jane Eyre, Sherlock Holmes, Harry Potter, Joe March, Dracula, Robin Hood. Can I, like, do a 5-way tie with this? This is way too hard. I love Frodo, I love Jane Eyre, I love Sherlock, I love Harry, I love Joe, and I love Robin Hood. Shoot. This is difficult. Alright, I gotta think about this for a minute. You know what? If they said Hermione Granger, I would probably go with the Harry Potter reference one, but it's really going to be between Sherlock and Robin Hood. Because Sherlock is super smart, and he cares about the people he cares about, but Robin Hood is also just like such an inherently good person, and he's also a badass. I'm gonna say Sherlock. I'm gonna say Sherlock Holmes. Question number 8. Choose a picture book. Okay. Harold and the Purple Crayon. Frog and Toad Are Friends. Alexander the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Don't Let Pigeon Drive the Bus. That's just a life lesson. Library Lion. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. The Paper Bag Princess. The Cat in the Hat. Paper Bag Princess. Gotta do it. Question number 9. How do you use the library? It's more of a community center for me. I don't really check out the books. I have a constant rotation of books on hold. I have so many library fines they won't let me back in. I love libraries. I think they're great. I own several. Oh, that would be decadent. I would love that. I return every book on time every time. I'm gonna admit I haven't been to the library in a very, very, very long time. So I do love them though. Like, I feel like they're amazing things. But I'm going to say it's more of a community center for me because I buy books more than I borrow them because I want to own them. Pick a publishing career path. This is question number 10. I'm loving this question. Writer, copy editor, editor, typesetter, publicist, designer, Jeff Bezos, or marketer. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh my god, I want to be so many of these things. But I think when I break it down, the thing that I have always wanted to be is a writer. Alright, let's see what it is. Who did I get? Oh, okay. So I ended up getting Thor. The logic, I guess, like the end thing, is books. What a fantastic way to travel the universe. You love to read a good doorstopper of a novel, and you're a big fan of the classics. And you know what? That is very, very true, actually. I love the escapism that books give. I love a massive fantasy, and I love classics. So you know what? Book Riot, you got it right in this one, I think. Alright, so the next quiz, I guess, let's see what else they have. Do you have a book buying problem? I don't need a quiz to tell me that I do. Ooh, what animal should be your fantasy sidekick? Question number 1 of 10. I think they always do 10 with these ones. What 3 words describe you? Fierce, passionate, fearless. Romantic, sensitive, playful. Sassy, comforting, witty. Empathetic, artistic, introverted. Strategic, ambitious, curious. I would say empathetic, artistic, and introverted, let's be honest. Question number 2 is, what do you value most in a best friend? They keep things interesting by being unpredictable. They cheer you up when you're feeling down. They are intuitive to your thoughts and feelings. They understand your dark side. They always give the best advice. I think I like the fact that they're intuitive to your thoughts and feelings. Like, I feel like that's the mark of a really close friend. Question number 3 is, what's your reading style? You'll try anything once and read across many genres looking for great storytelling. You love stories with escapism, ornate world building, and breathless romance. You're a trendsetter who reads the latest literary critical darlings and buzzy debuts. You like edgy books about subcultures, misfits, and alternative lifestyles, especially with close-knit friends. You read to challenge your mind, whether through nonfiction or locked room mysteries. Can I be all of them? Please? You know what? I think the best one that encompasses all of them is number 1. Okay guys, let's get deep. What's your fatal flaw? Making impulsive decisions that don't always work out. Staying in your comfort zone and not taking risks. Fear of being your true, authentic self around others, falling into the trap of isolation and avoiding social situations, overthinking things and losing the forest for the trees, or vice versa. Alright, so I could be one of 2. Staying in your comfort zone and not taking risks, or overthinking things and losing the forest for the trees, or vice versa. I'm going to say overthinking things and losing the forest for the trees and vice versa. Question number 5 is, what do you struggle to find? Moderation, realism, tact, confidence, empathy. I'm gonna say confidence. I definitely struggle to find confidence. What best describes your personal fashion style? Eye-catching prints and bold colors with lots of statement pieces, a mix of pastels and vivid colors with whimsical beauty, sophisticated and editorial, mixing classic looks with tasteful showstoppers, casual yet refined, you make everyday style look effortless, fit and flattering from accessories to shoes, you show off your best qualities. I'm gonna say casual yet refined because I like classic pieces, so yeah, we'll say that. Number 7 is, what do you love about your favorite literary BFFs? Okay. The spunky adventures of Calvin and Hobbes show how supportive friends are there even when things don't work out. I love Calvin and Hobbes. They're like one of my favorites. Janie's narration in Their Eyes Were Watching God addressed her BFF Phoebe reflects intimacy, affection, and candor. Sarah and Lauren from Rumaan Alam's Rich and Pretty share a lifelong friendship that deepens with plenty of honesty. Through a mix of dynamics and abilities, Harry, Ron, and Hermione share an undying loyalty through the dark times. And Cozy and Lived In, Sherlock and Watson from the Sherlock Holmes mysteries still challenge each other intellectually. Ooh, okay. I'm either thinking Calvin and Hobbes, Harry, Ron, and Hermione, or Sherlock and Watson. I'm gonna say Harry, Ron, and Hermione, because they're like the classic trio. Question number 8 is, be honest, do you judge others by the books on their shelves? Alright, so the answers are either yes, yes I do, or no, never, I wouldn't want them judging me. So I don't care about the judgment thing, but I don't think I would ever judge someone else based on their books and what's on their shelves. I would be more intrigued with their reasoning of some things over others, so I would say no. Question number 9. You win a free plane ticket. Where are you going? Is this real? Can I really just get on a plane right now at no charge? Okay, so we've got Rio, New Zealand, Scotland, London, or Vienna. Ooh. I want to go to all of these places. I mean, if we're looking at being really conscientious about it being a free plane ticket, you'd probably want to go to the furthest place because then you're getting the most bang for your buck. Like New Zealand, because that is the furthest place from me and would be the most expensive plane ticket. Oh, that's such an adult answer. Okay. Scotland, I always want to go to Scotland. Same with London and Vienna. Like, Europe is the place that I want to be always and forever. But I mean, it's a free plane ticket, and I still want to go to New Zealand, so I should take the free plane ticket for the most expensive trip. So, New Zealand. Logic. It wins. And question number 10 is, how do you organize your books? Stacks and stacks of books everywhere, arranged in a rainbow by the book's spine color? No, never. It's really, really pretty, but it breaks up authors and it breaks up series, so no. There's a whole system that would take too long to explain, but to start alphabetical by author's last name. Everything's on shelves, but they're mixed together to showcase your eclectic taste, organized by genre or topic. I kind of have a mix of these, actually. I'm going to say there's a whole system, because it is a little hard to explain. So let's see who my sidekick is. So I got the Raven. Sometimes you can be withdrawn, which is why you need someone to understand that side of you. A Raven companion might seem like a stoic, silent companion, but he has the ability to communicate for you and would travel to the end of the world to do your bidding. Ravens have a reputation for being grim and edgy, a bit like you, and are fiercely intelligent and thoughtful. I like the fiercely intelligent and thoughtful, but I don't think I'm grim and edgy. So I don't know how I feel about this one. I gotta figure this out. Who is my bookish boyfriend? Alright, let's do this one. Question 1. Obviously you love reading books. What's your favorite type of book to pick up? Classic literature, contemporary literary fiction, fantasy, romance, young adult. Favorite is gonna be fantasy. Pick a song about money. Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles, Money by Pink Floyd, Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child, I Will Buy You a New Life by Everclear, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend by Jules Stein and Leo Robin. You can't buy me love, love, na, 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 if you make me feel alright. You know what? Can't Buy Me Love by the Beatles. As much as I love me some Pink Floyd. You and your boo, never gonna call a boyfriend boo, just saying, are planning a weekend getaway. Where do you want to go? A staycation, just the two of us at home, in bed, reading books or whatever. Sounds awesome. A road trip, we're gonna hit up as many destinations as possible. A remote cabin in the woods where we can take hikes and connect with nature, while also reading. Like, why wouldn't you put that in there? Singapore or somewhere else far away and exotic. I'd say a remote cabin in the woods. I love staying in a cabin or in a cottage. And, oh, yeah, that's, yes, please. What is the most important quality in a significant other? Passion, creativity, sincerity, a sense of adventure, a sense of humor. You know what? Sincerity. How do you feel about long-distance relationships? If you truly love someone, love can overcome all obstacles, even distance, even death. Why'd you have to add that? A long distance is a deal breaker for me. I would try to make it work, but I wouldn't want to make any promises, and I don't think long distance relationships ever work out for anyone. I would try to make it work, but I mean, life happens, so it is what it is. Question number 6, pick a romantic movie. Moulin Rouge, classic. Love Actually, oh, these are all classics. Love Actually, The Notebook, Titanic, Love, Simon, and Casablanca. Yeah, we should go with classic, go with the Casablanca. Yeah. Question number 7, be honest, are you into bad boys? Yes, absolutely. No, maybe a little. I used to be, but I'm not anymore. I say no. I don't understand the bad boy thing. I mean, have your crap together, that's the best thing. Question number 8, what do you do to relieve stress? Meditation or yoga, read, coloring books, ASMR videos? Is that a stress reliever? Drugs and or alcohol, I'm just being real here. Oh, this is getting dark. Sex, obviously. Oh, okay. Well, what type of book boyfriends are you expecting me to have there, Book Riot? I've recently started meditating, which is real great. It has helped a lot. But reading, always reading. Alright, this is again asking what your best subject in school was. Oh, I guess not favorite. This one's your best subject in school. English, art, history, math, PE, and cutting. What is cutting class? English, definitely. Okay, question number 10 is pick a quote about marriage. Alright, so the first one is, it is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. And that's by Nishiki. Men marry because they are tired, women because they are curious, both are disappointed. By Oscar Wilde. Oh, Oscar, okay. I begin to think maybe it was true that when you were married and had children, it was like being brainwashed, and afterwards you went about as numb as a slave in a totalitarian state? Oh, Sylvia Plath. Yeah, that checks out. Oh my god. The essential matrimonial facts. To be happy, you have to find variety in repetition. That to go forward, you have to come back to where you begin. By Jeffrey Eugenides? I'm going with the last one, the essential matrimonial facts. That to be happy, you have to find variety in repetition, and that to go forward, you have to come back to where you begin. I agree with that. Alright, let's see who my book boyfriend is. Really? I mean, okay. I don't hate him, but I never thought of him as a book boyfriend. So I got Sirius Black from Harry Potter. Okay. So the quote is, the ones who love us never really leave us. That's sweet. Your bookish boyfriend is Wizarding World bad boy, Sirius Black. I said that I don't like bad boys. What is this? From J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series. Sirius Black has survived Azkaban, which basically means he's capable of surviving anything. Fair. Also, he can turn into a dog, and we all know dogs are better than people anyway. What kind of answer is this? I don't agree with this one, okay? You got it wrong there, but Book Riot, sorry. That's a no. Ooh, okay, let's do, which fairy tale lady are you? Question number 1, where is your favorite place to read? In a coffee shop with a cookie or pastry, in bed, at the beach, at the library, in the park, by the fire when the weather outside is frightful. Aw, cute, yes. By the fire when the weather outside is frightful. I'm sorry, I just had a moment of picturing me by the fire reading. and it's perfect. Number 2, what is your biggest flaw? I always put others before myself. I'm not good at dealing with change. I can be a bit selfish. I'm picky. I'm mean. Ooh. You gotta be real honest with yourself here. I always put others before myself. How does public speaking make you feel? It doesn't scare me. I'd rather sing. I'd rather not thank you. I'd sooner die. No, really, kill me now. I'm not the best at it. I get real red-faced when I'm public speaking. But I have sung in front of a gajillion people, but that doesn't make it any easier, so I'd rather not, thank you. Who's your favorite superhero? Wonder Woman, Deadpool, Wolverine, Black Widow, Batman, Black Panther. Oh, okay. Either Wonder Woman or Batman. Oh, Wonder Woman or Batman. Wonder Woman. If it was Batgirl, I would have picked Batgirl. If someone told you gullible was written on the ceiling, what would you do? Honestly, I would probably look up and then like hit myself for looking up. Number 6, what's the best way to win your heart? All right, boys, listen up. Letting me rescue you. Rescuing me. What's up with all the rescuing? Through my stomach, cook me something delicious. Flowers, chasing after me, letting me nap in peace. I'm not really interested in love at the moment. Oh, these aren't the best answers. Flowers. Let's just be simple and classic and go with flowers because all the rest of it's too much drama. Question number 7, how do you take your coffee? Black, a fancy coffee drink with flavor and lots of whipped cream, a bit of cream and or a touch of sugar, iced. I'm picky about my coffee. It must be the exact right blend at the exact temperature I like. Ooh, sorry baristas. I don't drink coffee. Have you been on my channel long? I don't drink coffee. Tea is where it's at. Question number 8, how do you feel about the Disney fairy tale adaptations? I love Disney happy endings. I prefer the darker endings of the originals. Angst. I added that part. I feel like Disney adaptations that stick closer to... Oh, I like the Disney adaptations that stick closer to the original story. I can read, I promise. I prefer Disney stories that are not based off of fairy tales, or I like it when Disney movies branch off from the fairy tales to make the story their own, which is nice. Disney hasn't even adapted the best fairy tales. Wait, the Disney fairy tales aren't the originals? Gasp! I feel like everybody knows that Disney fairy tales are taken, right? Like, that's not news. I do love the Disney happy endings. I love Disney. I'm gonna say I love the Disney happy endings because I'm like a mushy woman. Who's your favorite Greek god or goddess? Ooh, okay. Zeus, Poseidon, Artemis, Aphrodite, Athena, Hermes, or Demeter. I do like Artemis and I like Athena. I'll pick Artemis. Artemis is a badass as well. And question number 10, how do you feel about parties? I like being around people. I'm okay with parties as long as I don't have to stay out too late. I'll probably end up being designated driver as always. That's the truth. As long as there's food, we're good. I'm a better party host than I am party guest. I prefer smaller gatherings of people. That's very true as well. I prefer smaller gatherings of people. That's just nice. I got Rapunzel. I love Rapunzel. You're Rapunzel from the famous Brothers Grimm tale. You've probably got really gorgeous hair, whether it's short or long. Oh, well, thank you. And you might also have an excellent singing voice. Or maybe you just like singing in the shower a whole lot. Either way, you've lived a sheltered life and you're not always a fan of change. You have your routine and you like to stick to that. Thank you very much. Sometimes you can be a bit emotional, but it all works out in the end because turns out your tears are magical and they can cure blindness. So that's pretty cool. I'm a fan of this one. I feel like that's really true to me. I wish that I could cure blindness. Alright, so I think 4 quizzes is good for this video. It might be a little bit too long. I might have cut some of those out, but that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that. If you've done any of these quizzes, leave a comment. Also, if you have other sites and places that you like to do bookish type quizzes, again, leave them in the comments below because I just love doing them when I have like time to just sit and do a silly quiz and the answers are sometimes pretty insightful. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that, and I look forward to hearing your comments down below. And also be sure to follow me on other social media. My Instagram and my Twitter is all in the description down below as well, because sometimes I do put polls and just random Insta stories while I'm reading and things like that. The polls are usually to help me determine what to read next or what type of content you guys like to see, so please follow me on all of those links. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more. I do put them out every weekend, you know the spiel, and I guess until next time, keep reading.